Hey you guys, how are you doing today? First, before I get started, let me know in the comments how bad the road noise is. I'm in my backyard and we live pretty close to a fairly busy highway, and so this is the best place for me to film with the kids outside playing, but just let me know how distracting is the road noise. This is a slower time of day in the morning and there's not as many cars going by, but yeah, so just let me know. I recently took a social media break all across the board. Got off just everything. I was off Facebook for a solid 2 months, and I was only off Instagram for maybe like 2 weeks or so, and then I was even off Pinterest for a while, just everything. I took at least a solid week off of every form of social media I could think of. Facebook was definitely the longest break I took, and it was partially just kind of liberating. I think Facebook is definitely the worst. It has the most information. You're just flooded with so much information. Since I've got back on, I've tried to unfollow all those groups, that you want to be a part of, but you just don't want to see every single post. Other little just things that you don't necessarily need to see. I'm trying to get it down to just, a few news stories and people that I actually know. Before I was obsessively checking it, my mind felt so cluttered with just the influx of information, and some of it's serious, some of it's silly, some of it, just things you really didn't even want to see at all, but it was in there, in your brain, and it's just cluttering your mind, and it's hard to just live your life when you have so much on your mind, even things you really don't even want to think about or dwell on. Since I've gotten back on, like I said, I've unfollowed some things, and at first I was getting on once a day or maybe even every few days, and recently I was selling something. I'm here with Nora. I was selling something on one of the online yard sale pages, so I was checking it throughout the day, and that got me back in the habit, because once you get on, you see a notification, you have to go, see what that is, and you start scrolling. It's just a trap. So I'm trying to get back to just getting on once a day after the boys are in bed, spending less time on my phone. Instagram is easier for me. You get on Instagram, you scroll, see a few pictures, and then you're done. But Facebook is just like an unending web of information. So do you have trouble with the internet and social media kind of taking over your day? In this day and age, social media is the way we communicate with people in real life and people you meet on the internet, obviously. And so I did miss a few things when I was off on my social media fast. So I think it's important to be able to find a good medium. I'm rambling. I think it's good to be able to find a happy medium, a good way to kind of stay in contact, see what's going on without just wasting days and filling your mind with just junk. So that being said, I have not filmed a video in 3 months. I have really been missing YouTube and making videos. Life is so busy. I have, there's one of those loud trucks that come by. Life has been so busy. I have 3 kids, so that just keeps me really busy all the time. This week, we are doing a huge purge of our house, and we're going to have a garage sale on Saturday. For some reason, I keep thinking that if I can just get rid of enough things out of my house, my life will be easier. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be a lot of work for the next week, and I'm trying to gear up and get ready for that. We have recently moved the boys into the same room to share a room. That's been an adventure, getting them to stay in bed at night and at nap time. And Nora has left our room and is currently in her own bed at night, and that's going pretty well. I filmed a speedy clean video last week that I would like to edit and get up. Is there anything else you'd like to see from me? This is a hobby that I enjoy, and I would really like to get back into it. So if you're still out there watching, give me a thumbs up, and see you next time. Bye!